Tax season is here.
To pass tax cuts,
We will end all taxes on overtime.
I'm calling for no tax on
And let's be honest, most people either dread it or put it off until the last minute. But what if I told you that filing your taxes doesn't have to be stressful? Today we are cutting through the confusion and answering the most common tax filing questions so you can get it done with confidence. Assalamu alaikum, I am Author Syed. I simplify finance, business and personal growth so you can make smarter decisions with your money. If you are new here, consider subscribing because we talk about practical strategies that make a real difference. Today we are tackling your biggest tax questions, from deadlines to refunds and everything in between. Let's dive in. For most taxpayers, the deadline to file your federal income tax return is April 15, 2025. If that falls on the weekend or holiday, the deadline moves to the next business day. If you need more time, you can file for an extension using Form 4868, which gives you until October 15, 2025 to file. But remember, an extension only applies to filing, not paying. If you owe taxes, interest and penalties will still accumulate after April 15. How do I file my taxes? There are three main ways to file your taxes. Do it yourself using tax softwares like TurboTax, H&R Block, or Free Tax USA. Use the IRS Free File program if your income is below $73,000. This lets you file for free through partnered providers. Hire a tax professional if your tax situation is complex, especially if you are self-employed, own a property, or have investments. Do I have to file a tax return? If your gross income is above the standard deduction limit, you are required to file. For 2024, that is $14,600 for single filers and $29,200 for married couple filing jointly. However, even if you earn less than the threshold, you should still file because you may qualify for refund from tax credits like the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Child Tax Credit. What happens if I don't file my taxes? Not filing your taxes can lead to some serious consequences. Failure to file penalty, 5% per month of unpaid taxes, up to 25%. Failure to pay penalty, 0.5% per month on the unpaid balance. IRS enforcement actions. If you ignore it long enough, the IRS can garnish wages, these assets, or file a tax lien. Can I file my taxes for free? Yes, if your adjusted gross income is below $73,000, you qualify for the IRS Free File program. Many providers like Free Tax USA and Cash App Taxes offer free federal filing. If you make more than that, you can still file for free using IRS Free Fileable form, but you will have to do the calculation yourself. What tax documents do I need to file my return? Here is what you will need: W-2 for employees, 1099 NEC for freelancer or gig workers, 1099 for interest or dividend income, mortgage interest and property tax statements, student loan interest statements, receipts for deductibles expense like medical, business, education. How do I check the status of my tax return? The fastest way is through the Where is my refund tool on the IRS website or IRS to go mobile app. Most refunds are processed within 21 days. If you file electronically, paper returns take much longer, sometimes up to 6 months. How do I contact the IRS for help? You can call the IRS, but wait times are long. The best way to get help is through the IRS website, frequently asked questions, or by visiting an IRS Taxpayer Assistance Center near you. I hope this video helped clear up some of your tax questions. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more finance and tax tips. What's your biggest tax concern this year? Drop a comment below. Assalamu alaikum.